Have you ever wondered why some people seem to command attention effortlessly while others struggle to be noticed? What if I told you that the key to mastering your relationships, your influence, and ultimately your life lies in controlling one simple thing: your mind? The power of mastering your mind is not just about keeping your emotions in check. It's about using your inner strength to navigate the complexities of human psychology and, in the process, make others come to you, not because you chase them, but because they can't help but be drawn to your calm, unwavering presence. Now, imagine combining two powerful forces to unlock this potential: dark psychology and stoicism. At first glance, these might seem like opposing forces, one rooted in the manipulation of others, the other in the cultivation of self-discipline and virtue. But what if you could use the tools of both? What if you could blend the psychological strategies that influence and shape behavior with the Stoic philosophy that teaches you to remain unshaken by external events? This unique combination is the secret to becoming the kind of person who draws others in, not through desperate attempts or manipulation, but through undeniable strength and clarity of mind. In this video, we're diving deep into how you can take control of your emotions, perceptions, and actions to shape the way others perceive you. From the tactics of dark psychology, such as leveraging emotional detachment and perception manipulation, to the timeless wisdom of Stoicism that encourages self-mastery and emotional resilience, we'll show you how you can use these powerful tools to make others crawl back to you, seeking your attention, respect, or admiration. But here's the real kicker. It's not about making others do what you want. It's about becoming so grounded in who you are that people naturally gravitate toward your energy. You'll learn how to navigate relationships, situations, and your own emotions with the precision and wisdom of a master. So, if you're ready to unlock the hidden power of your mind and become someone who naturally commands respect and influence, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's embark on this transformative journey together, and trust me, the results will leave you speechless. 1. Understanding dark psychology. The power of influence. Dark psychology is the study of manipulation, influence, and control, tactics used to sway, persuade, or even dominate others' thoughts and actions. At its core, it's about understanding how the mind works in a way that allows one person to have a powerful effect on another's behavior. While many people use dark psychology unconsciously, others hone these techniques for personal or professional gain. It's the art of shaping reality, creating doubt, and influencing decisions without the target even realizing what's happening. One of the key principles of dark psychology is manipulation, the subtle art of guiding someone's thoughts or actions in a way that serves your agenda. Whether it's through tactics like gaslighting, making someone doubt their own perceptions, or neuro-linguistic programming, using specific language patterns to influence behavior, dark psychology shows how the subconscious mind can be swayed with precision. These methods often rely on exploiting cognitive biases, fears, and insecurities to shape decisions or actions. However, dark psychology isn't just about manipulating others, it's about mastering the tools to shape perceptions. The idea is that if you can control how people perceive you, whether through body language, communication style, or emotional triggers, you gain a unique power over them. This is where the concept of emotional manipulation comes in, influencing someone's feelings and reactions to get the desired outcome, all without them realizing they've been influenced. But while dark psychology can be used to gain influence, it's a double-edged sword. Misuse of these techniques can lead to ethical dilemmas, mistrust, and broken relationships. That's why it's crucial to pair the knowledge of dark psychology with wisdom and discernment. If used responsibly, It can be a powerful tool, but without control, it can backfire. Understanding dark psychology gives you an edge, but mastering your own mind and your emotional responses is what separates the truly powerful from those who merely use others. 2. Stoicism, the ancient art of mastering yourself. At first glance, Stoicism may seem like the polar opposite of dark psychology. Where dark psychology delves into influencing others, Stoicism is all about self-mastery and emotional resilience. Yet, this ancient philosophy holds the key to unlocking true personal power. And, when combined with psychological insight, it becomes a force that shapes not just your own life, but your influence over others as well. At its core, Stoicism teaches that the only thing we can control is ourselves, our actions, reactions, thoughts, and emotions. External events are beyond our control, but our response to them is where our true power lies. The Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, believed that cultivating virtue through wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance was the path to inner peace and fulfillment. By focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't, we gain a sense of emotional freedom that others can't easily disturb. What makes Stoicism so powerful is its focus on emotional detachment. In a world where most people are at the mercy of their feelings, Stoics remain composed. They practice apatheia, which doesn't mean being indifferent or cold, but rather not allowing their emotions to cloud their judgment. This emotional resilience allows them to navigate stressful situations with calmness, act with clarity in times of adversity, and make decisions based on reason rather than impulse. This level of self-control doesn't just benefit the Stoic practitioner, it has a magnetic effect on those around them. People are drawn to calm, rational individuals who are unaffected by the chaos of the world. When you cultivate inner peace, you automatically command respect and influence. The Stoic mindset isn't about manipulating others, but about becoming a person others look to for guidance, stability, and strength. It's this quiet power that makes you an irresistible force, one that others can't help but be drawn to. 3. The core principles of self-mastery. Self-mastery is the cornerstone of both Stoicism and dark psychology, and mastering it is the ultimate key to personal power. But what exactly does it mean to have self-mastery? At its essence, self-mastery is the ability to control your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, especially in the face of external pressure. Whether you're dealing with a stressful situation, a manipulative person, or your own inner turmoil, the person with self-mastery is always in control. They don't react impulsively. They respond with intention, clarity, and purpose. In Stoicism, this is rooted in the understanding that our thoughts shape our reality. The Stoics believed that external circumstances are neutral. What matters is how we interpret them. By practicing emotional detachment and focusing on what we can control, our actions and reactions, we remain grounded no matter what the world throws at us. This level of control doesn't just make you more resilient, it makes you magnetic. When others see you remain calm in chaos, they are drawn to your strength and they begin to rely on you. On the darker side of psychology, self-mastery allows you to understand and manipulate your own emotions and actions to influence others. Think of it as emotional judo, using your internal power to manage situations and people without force, simply by guiding their perceptions and actions. With self-mastery, you're not chasing anyone. They start chasing you because of your unshakable presence. But here's the kicker. Mastering yourself isn't just about inner peace. It's about becoming so in control that others can't help but be drawn to your confidence and poise. And it all starts with you. What's one area of your life where you know you need more self-mastery? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation. What steps are you taking to master yourself? Let's talk. 4. The role of perception in psychological influence. Perception is everything. It's the lens through which we view the world, and more importantly, the lens through which others view us. Whether we're aware of it or not, we're constantly shaping how we're perceived by others, through our body language, communication style, emotional reactions, and even the stories we tell about ourselves. This concept of perception is central to both dark psychology and stoicism, and mastering it is a powerful way to influence others and control your personal narrative. In dark psychology, perception manipulation is a critical tool for gaining influence. By controlling how others see you, you control the dynamic of any interaction. For instance, the art of mirroring, subtly imitating someone's body language, can create a sense of rapport and trust, while anchoring, associating certain feelings with specific actions or words, allows you to influence someone's emotional state. In dark psychology, the ability to shape someone's perception without them realizing it is like having a psychological superpower. You're able to subtly plant ideas, shift emotions, and guide decisions, all by controlling how you are perceived. Now here's where Stoicism comes in. Stoic philosophers believed that the way we perceive the world greatly influences how we respond to it. The Stoics taught us to see things as they truly are, not clouded by our emotions or biases. By adopting this rational perspective, we become less reactive to external circumstances and more focused on what's truly important, our character and actions. This clarity gives you an advantage because you're not swayed by what others think or how they perceive you. You are guided by inner wisdom, not external validation. When you control your own perception, you naturally command respect. People are drawn to those who are unaffected by the judgment of others, those whose perception of themselves remains steady no matter the chaos around them. How do you think perception plays a role in your relationships and personal influence? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's dive deeper into this topic together. The art of detachment, emotional resilience versus manipulation. The art of detachment is one of the most powerful principles both in Stoicism and dark psychology, but how it's used differentiates the two. On one hand, Stoicism encourages emotional resilience, detaching from external events and emotional triggers in order to maintain inner peace and clarity. On the other hand, dark psychology uses detachment as a tool for manipulation, appearing emotionally distant to gain control or influence over others. But when you understand both, you'll see how mastering detachment can elevate your emotional intelligence and give you an edge in both personal and professional situations. In Stoicism, detachment means emotional resilience. The Stoics teach that while we can't control external events or other people's actions, we can control our reactions. This means not getting swept away by anger, fear, jealousy, or even excitement. When you practice detachment, you view challenges objectively, not as threats, but as opportunities to demonstrate virtue, wisdom, and courage. This emotional control allows you to make rational decisions in difficult situations, maintain peace of mind, and stay grounded regardless of how others may behave. Contrast this with dark psychology, where emotional detachment is often used as a tool for manipulation. In dark psychology, detachment can be employed to create emotional distance, making someone feel uncertain or anxious in your presence. This technique is often used in playing hard to get or using silent treatment to create tension and draw others closer, sparking their desire for validation or approval. The goal here isn't emotional stability, but control over the emotional state of others. So, which is more powerful? True detachment, as taught by Stoicism, creates a sense of authority and self-possession that naturally draws others toward you. It signals strength, confidence, and emotional intelligence. It's the subtle art of being unaffected by external forces, allowing you to influence situations without ever needing to manipulate. What's your experience with detachment? Have you noticed how it affects your interactions? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. The power of indifference. Why they come back to you. Indifference is a concept that may seem counterintuitive at first. In a world where most people crave attention, validation, and constant affirmation, how could indifference ever be a source of power? However, when you truly understand the psychology behind stoic indifference and how it overlaps with dark psychology, you'll realize that this very trait can make you irresistibly magnetic. In Stoicism, indifference doesn't mean being cold, heartless, or apathetic. It means cultivating the ability to remain emotionally detached from things outside of your control, whether that's the opinions of others, the ups and downs of life, or external situations. The Stoics believed that when we stop seeking approval from the world around us, we free ourselves from the shackles of external validation. By choosing not to be emotionally swayed by others, you create a sense of inner peace and strength. This indifference to external outcomes allows you to maintain focus, and in turn, your confidence and composure become your greatest assets. Dark psychology, on the other hand, uses a form of calculated indifference to draw people in. This technique, often referred to as playing hard to get or psychological distancing, plays on the human tendency to value what is perceived as scarce or unattainable. When someone appears indifferent, not desperate for approval, they inadvertently create a sense of mystery and intrigue. People begin to chase them because they want what they can't have or control. The more emotionally indifferent you seem, the more others feel the need to win your attention or affection, making them subconsciously invest more into gaining it. This duality of indifference, stoic self-control, and dark psychological allure creates an aura of power that others are drawn to. When you don't chase people or situations, they often start chasing you. They become intrigued by your sense of autonomy, your peace of mind, and your ability to remain unaffected by their actions. Have you ever experienced this power of indifference in your own life? Let's talk about it in the comments below. How do you think indifference plays a role in your relationships or personal influence? 7. The role of discipline and consistency in gaining influence. When it comes to mastering your mind and building influence, discipline and consistency are the twin pillars that hold everything together. Whether you're practicing the teachings of Stoicism or tapping into the principles of dark psychology, the ability to remain disciplined and consistent in your actions is what ultimately separates the powerful from the powerless. In Stoicism, discipline isn't about rigid control over every action or thought. It's about making virtuous choices consistently, regardless of circumstances. The Stoics believed that virtue is not a one-time achievement, but a daily practice. By committing to daily self-improvement, such as developing patience, courage, wisdom, and temperance, you align your actions with your values. This consistency in living by your principles allows you to build a character that others respect and admire. In the Stoic worldview, discipline is the key to true freedom because it enables you to rise above the chaos of external events and focus on what truly matters, your own response and growth. On the other hand, dark psychology teaches the value of consistency as a tool for conditioning others' behavior. People are creatures of habit, and by maintaining a consistent approach, whether it's in communication, emotional responses, or behavior patterns, you can guide and shape someone's actions without them even realizing it. Think of it as creating a predictable pattern that others can't help but follow. Consistency here builds trust or dependence, making others feel safe, secure, and more likely to align with your desires. When you combine the Stoic discipline of personal integrity with the psychological consistency of influencing others, you become a force to be reckoned with. You don't rely on emotional highs or manipulation tactics to gain influence. You build it slowly and steadily through disciplined actions and consistent behaviors. What role do you think consistency plays in your relationships or personal success? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you're using discipline to build influence. 8. The concept of emotional intelligence, navigating both self and others. Emotional intelligence, EI, is one of the most powerful and often underestimated tools for mastering your mind and gaining influence over others. It's the ability to recognize, understand, and manage both your own emotions and the emotions of others. Whether you're practicing Stoicism or exploring the techniques of Dark Psychology, emotional intelligence is at the heart of how you influence, connect with, and navigate complex social dynamics. In Stoicism, emotional intelligence starts with self-awareness. The Stoics taught that by understanding our emotions and the triggers behind them, we can gain control over our reactions. Rather than being ruled by anger, fear, or impatience, we learn to step back, observe our emotions, and choose how to respond. This self-regulation not only leads to inner peace, but also gives you the clarity and focus needed to handle external challenges with calm and rationality. Emotional intelligence, from a Stoic perspective, is about mastery over yourself first. Only then can you interact with the world in a thoughtful, virtuous manner. In Dark Psychology, emotional intelligence takes a more strategic turn. While Stoicism focuses on controlling your emotions for peace and growth, Dark Psychology uses emotional awareness to influence and even manipulate others. By recognizing emotional cues, such as body language, tone of voice, or subtle changes in behavior, you can adjust your approach to gain influence. For example, understanding when someone is feeling insecure or vulnerable allows you to guide them in a direction that benefits you, whether it's gaining their trust, getting them to agree with your point of view, or even creating a sense of emotional dependence. However, the key difference is ethics. True emotional intelligence, when used with integrity, as Stoicism encourages, allows you to build authentic, meaningful connections. When used manipulatively, as in Dark Psychology, it can lead to shallow or toxic relationships. The power lies in using emotional intelligence to empower both yourself and others, creating situations where everyone feels respected and valued. How have you used emotional intelligence to improve your relationships or influence others? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experiences. 9. Using silence and presence to command attention. In a world constantly bombarded with noise and distractions, the ability to remain silent and composed is an often overlooked yet incredibly powerful tool in both Stoicism and Dark Psychology. The combination of silence and presence can make you a magnetic force that others naturally gravitate toward. Whether you're dealing with a tense situation, a challenging conversation, or trying to influence someone's behavior, the power of silence and being fully present is unparalleled. In Stoicism, silence is a tool of self-control and reflection. The Stoics understood that not every moment requires a response, and not every situation demands action. Silence offers space for clarity and reflection, allowing you to pause before reacting emotionally. By practicing this form of emotional restraint, you prevent impulsive actions or words that could harm your peace of mind or disrupt a situation. This presence of mind not only helps you navigate life's challenges with wisdom, but also commands respect. When you choose silence over unnecessary words, You show that you are in control of your emotions and responses, making you seem more composed and authoritative. In dark psychology, silence and presence take on a more strategic role. The intentional use of silence, whether it's during a negotiation, a confrontation, or a personal interaction, creates tension and uncertainty. This gap in communication triggers curiosity, prompting the other person to either fill the void with words or seek your approval. This can be a powerful tool to make people feel the need to win you over, increasing their emotional investment in you or your ideas. The longer you remain silent, the more they feel compelled to act, often in ways that serve your interests. In both contexts, silence is not emptiness, it's a tool of power. It's the ability to command attention, create anticipation, and assert your authority without ever raising your voice. When paired with presence, the ability to be fully engaged and calm in the moment, this quiet influence becomes almost magnetic. Have you ever noticed how powerful silence can be in your personal interactions? Drop a comment below and let's discuss how you've used silence and presence to make an impact. The final formula: how mastering your mind brings others to you. The journey to mastering your mind is not just about gaining control over your own emotions, actions, and thoughts. It's about becoming someone who naturally attracts respect, admiration, and influence from others. The final formula for achieving this level of power lies in blending the key lessons of Stoicism and dark psychology into a cohesive strategy that doesn't manipulate or dominate, but instead draws others toward you because of your emotional strength, clarity, and presence. At the heart of this formula is self-mastery. By learning to govern your own reactions, you free yourself from the need for external validation. Stoicism teaches that by focusing only on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, and your character, you create a rock-solid foundation of emotional resilience. When you are unshaken by external events, people take notice. Your calmness in the face of adversity becomes magnetic, and others seek you out for guidance, support, or simply to be around your grounded energy. The next part of the formula is perception manipulation. Through the lens of dark psychology, we learn how powerful our ability to influence others' perceptions can be. When you understand how others think, what they desire, and how they react emotionally, you can subtly guide their behavior without force or overt manipulation. When you control how you're perceived, whether it's through body language, silence, or emotional intelligence, you shape the way people respond to you. You become someone others naturally want to be around because your energy feels steady, reliable, and powerful. Lastly, indifference and discipline come together to enhance your overall presence. When you show that you are unaffected by the opinions or behaviors of others, and when you stay disciplined in your approach to life, you radiate an undeniable confidence. People are drawn to this unshakable self-assurance. Master your mind, and you'll find that others start to gravitate toward you, not because you manipulate them, but because you've become someone they can't ignore. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're ready to master your mind and start seeing the world and others react to your new level of power. Conclusion: the power lies within you. Mastering your mind is not a one-time achievement. It's a lifelong practice, a journey of continuous growth, and the ultimate key to transforming your life. When you combine the principles of Stoicism and dark psychology, you unlock a profound understanding of yourself and the world around you. From emotional resilience and perception manipulation to the art of detachment and the power of silence, each element plays a crucial role in shaping your personal influence. The beauty of this approach is that it's not about dominating others or forcing your will upon them. Instead, it's about becoming the kind of person who draws respect, admiration, and loyalty effortlessly. By cultivating emotional intelligence, mastering your own reactions, and consistently acting with integrity, you not only elevate your own life, but also influence the lives of those around you. You become someone who is sought after, not because you chase others, but because you have mastered the art of being fully yourself, unshaken by the chaos of the world. The formula is clear. Self-mastery, emotional intelligence, perception control, and the strategic use of silence and indifference are the cornerstones of this magnetic power. When you truly master your mind, you don't just react to the world, you shape it. You create a reality where others come to you, seeking your guidance, your approval, or simply your presence. So the next time you find yourself in a difficult situation or relationship, remember, the power is within you. By mastering your emotions, controlling your actions, and understanding the psychology of others, you'll be the one people are drawn to. Now, it's time to take action. Start applying these principles in your life and watch as everything, relationships, success, and influence fall into place. If you found this valuable, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's keep this conversation going. What steps are you taking to master your mind? Share with us below.